I just got back from lunch with my favorite Canon president, Takanori Kakuchigoro, and he told me that in order to get ahead in today's world, you have to step on the necks of the opposition until they can't breathe. In Japanese, there's a saying, Horgori Kuju Takashimi Hahoru, which translate loosely to, he who not have fish can't breathe in mouth. And that's why they lead the industry. But Canon didn't realize that Nikon and Sony would grow up one day and be able to fend for themselves. And now we have the Z9 and A1 standing on a perch, looking down, looking at Canon, wondering, where you at, homeboy? The R3 ain't gonna cut it. Your little look around, oh look, I'm focusing over there. I don't need eye aids. I've already had it. What will the A1 bring? R1. Oh boy.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So I made a video a couple years ago back in Thailand, and I said that Nikon would likely be out of business by 2021. I'm 90% sure that Nikon's run by a family of squirrels. And I kept getting comments saying, they're still not out of business, idiot. In like March of 2021. I had till December 31st. Learn what calendars are, you fruit freak. But that time has now come and passed, and Nikon's still in business, and good for them. I'm happy to be wrong. Happy to be it. So I find it very fishy that like nobody was doing anything remotely close to 8K. Then Canon does it, but like they're catching fire while doing it, so it wasn't real, but they were the first to do it in a mirrorless camera, like look what we're doing. But then like Sony A1 comes out, blowing the world away with high megapixel, high frame rate. It's like usually you have to sacrifice one or the other. High resolution, low speed. Super high speed, low resolution. They did it all. And they're just like boom, explosions everywhere. A couple months later, maybe a year later, I don't remember what time means, Nikon comes out and does it too? A Z9 8K 60 RAW? Their own RAW? They don't even cook anymore. What the flying grackle shit? You're telling me that Nikon can just do this? All they had was a Sony a7 III replica, and now they're doing 8K 60 RAW, internal. They obviously went to Antarctica. They dug up some shit. They found the secret bases. I'm surprised Canon let them do it. I think they had a meeting about it. Oh hey Nikon, I didn't know you knew the location of this secret base. All the secret hidden alien technology that you're now welcome to, that makes me a little nervous. Are you gonna use it for good or bad? I just want to take a peek. We're all friends here, we can be mature about it. You've had this hidden technology the whole time. We've done what we could with what we had, the scraps that you left us. We copycat and reverse engineered your shit. Now it's time for us to take a peek. What's that glowing blue thing? I wouldn't mind knowing. I think it's pretty obvious it deletes the signal to noise ratio in an irradiated plutonium-based algorithm. You needed me to tell you that? I don't think you deserve to be here. What could you possibly make with this stuff? Oh, I don't know. A Z9, maybe? Maybe an 800mm. What's yours, a 5.6? Seems heavy and expensive, maybe. We'll make the lightest 6.3 ever seen. Undercut you by about 90% of the cost. Who's laughing now, Canon? You wouldn't. Like you would. I swear to fuck. You get out of here. Security, get her out. Z9 is here. It's upon you. There's nothing you can do to stop it. I waste so much time. We've gone over zero information, no facts presented, no counter arguments. Canon R1, their flagship. In the hunting. One day it will come. You know Canon can't take this. They're number one, they lead the industry, they're used to having the best camera, not really. It's like McDonald's having the best hamburger. Maybe most sold, not the best. It's not organic, it's made of human meat. We know that. All I know for sure is Canon customers are pissed off. They're fed up, especially with this latest 800mm on the Nikon. It's like much lighter, much cheaper, half a third of a stop, like no difference. And people are like, what the hell, Canon? Like they were just EF glass replicas. They didn't design it for mirrorless, super heavy and expensive. The wildlife shooters of Canon are foregoing what they would have bought directing it at a Z9 and cheaper. They save money, get better performance. If I was president of Canon, the man who steps on people's necks, I would consider, don't follow the resolution race. We have 8K 60p RAW. Don't try to beat that with like 12K. Don't even look in that direction. How about just remove your damn hammer for one time? Just one. We've already wasted so much time. There's no information in this video. 70% have clicked off. This is just, nobody watches cartoon hammers. In my opinion, as a wildlife enthusiastic professional, I would want, see, they don't even have a flagship telephoto. They have the 100 to 500. That's not long enough for my needs. And it's so expensive. That's a Leica priced, like you could get a Leica lens hood for that. I've seen it. What is this? Why is that so expensive? It's a lens hood. Use cardboard like the rest of us, you dickhead. You tape it with your mom's tape. She has Scotch tape in one of the drawers. I'd like to see a 250 to 700, something unique. Canon has a bunch of unique glass that's different, like 28 to 70, 22, like undone before. Wow. They could do that on the wildlife end, why not? Take advantage. You have some secret mount, a big mount that allows you to do different things, but you're not doing it. Nikon has an even bigger one. Well, I saw it in the locker room. It's big. So in my opinion, first they need that special wildlife lens that makes me go, wow, okay, oh. And then we're like, okay. And then the body, stop removing one thing and making other things good. We have IBIS, but the files are impossible to edit. Okay, easily edited. No IBIS. Autofocus amazing, no color. There's zero color in the science. Give me the Canon R5 IBIS with Canon C70 image quality, the dynamic range of a superhero, DGO sensor, reverting back to the R5, no, Sony autofocus, because Canon is shit. Every time I do this, it latches on. You see Sony latching on? You know how much it would take? Did I see a little latch there? Like you almost have to completely, there's almost nothing you can do. I'm on eye detect my eye, and Sony says, okay, at all costs. So you do shit like, okay, we got it. I covered the eye. Even then, it's getting this eye that was almost covered. Like, it doesn't distract you. For Italians that do this shit, this is good content. You're missing out, Canon. Wow, the shutter speed on that one. The only thing Sony lacks is the color science, but I'm finding the standard profile to be downright pleasing. That's what we're in. This is straight out of camera. I don't even grade it anymore. It's like, good, I seem to have a normal colored face, and other colors are pleasing, contrasty, no dynamic range. That's fine. But Canon, you have to realize that nobody wants your cinema cameras. There's only people doing like, they're not following their dreams or their joys in life. They're shooting like commercials and shit. It's like, okay, you want a Skittles commercial? Okay, I got a lot of tooth decay eating your product, but I'll sell out. I don't mind. I'm making money. You'll pay me money, right? I'll make sure it looks cinematic. We're just like hobos sharing our lives. We want things easy and small. So give us all the features you can in your small flagship, the R1. That thing's gonna be $7,900. But right now the battle is between A1 and Z9 for flagships. A1 with like the faster autofocus, technically better, more confident, versus the ergonomical issues of a Nikon N9. I think like most people say Nikon's superior for the handling. So like you have those two, and then Canon, what are you gonna bring? Color science? Like no one cares anymore. People who make LUTs, I saw some guy reviewing, he was comparing two cameras and he's like, this looks so good with my LUT. And was like, it's all looking pink. Like stop making your bullshit. No one's gonna apply that to their film. Pink mode, it's not love. It's the color of disappointment. It's not cinematic. Your mom's cinematic in bed. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I don't give a shit about the R1 and its potential. I want an R Mark II that's really good. Focus on like the low budget end with high spec results. Give me 480 frames per second, somebody. Why can't they do it? They could and they're not. They're choosing not to. They could give it to us at 720p. That Akaso Brave thing did it, 480 frames per second, unlimited recording. It was like 1p resolution, but it looked good enough. You could be doing that. Like, where's 48p in here? You could give it to me. Why isn't it in there? Let me choose to be a moron and make my own Hobbit film. I want to watch it in 48p the way it was designed. I know it would look absolutely terrible, but where I can't even see it anywhere. How come nobody has uploaded that file to the internet? 48p. They wanted it for a reason. It could be good. Probably isn't. How come I can't see it and be the judge for myself? That's a problem. When there's a monopoly out there, it's the little guy that suffers. So Canon, you suck. The R3 was a stupid release. 24 megapixels when all the others are doing like 50. There's our flagship. Super expensive, crippled in many ways. Some ways. I made the chart. Why do I keep touching that? It's so far away from me. These Italian hands. Oh man. I don't see a lot of potential. I think Canon will be out of business by never. Accurate. Quote me on it. I don't want any of them to go out of business. You do realize I'm a caring, kind person who loves you, you idiot. You're so stupid. So lovable and stupid. So what do you think? Canon, what could they even do? They would be like, wow. It would have to be super slow motion specs for me in wildlife. It's not gonna happen. Just don't cripple it. Just give us all the things you know how to do and stop removing one or two features. In order to do everything I need, I'd have to buy like 5 different Canon cameras and do them all at separate times. I don't have time for that. I'm gonna leave after you buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt and the R1 through my affiliate links. It's not available or even rumored to be coming. It was a stupid video. We learned nothing. That hurts. That's on me. I'm gonna go after you subscribe.